Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tata Fox and this is a Tata Fox Express Train Time. So this is my third trimester pregnancy update. Third trimester, number 3. And I had an eventful third. My second was pretty calm. You guys know about my second. Pretty calm. Not much really happened. Pregnancy was going well. Things were going good. And then the third trimester came around. And damn was I. First of all, I'm eating nuts. Okay. Now that is the most boring snack you'll ever see me eating on this channel. And you know why? Because your girl was diagnosed with gestational diabetes, or we never know, it could be type 1 diabetes because my levels were insane. So third trimester rolled about. I started to reach milestones. So I said to myself, when I get to 28 weeks, I'm definitely going to celebrate. I had my kids just under 28 weeks, and the furthest I got, and if I get past 28 weeks, that is an amazing milestone. Before I got to 28, yeah, so when I got to 30 weeks, no, at 28 weeks I went for a gestational diabetes test, and my numbers were slightly high. But then the nurse was like, they're not that high, don't be too worried. I'll put you in for another test, which is going to happen in a couple of weeks. And I said to her, are you sure it's not that, like, it's not something that we need to test sooner? And she said, no, it's fine. We don't have to test it sooner. We just leave it the way it is, and you can come in at 30, at whatever weeks I was when I went for the test, for the second test. Boy, I went in for the second test. They told me not to eat. I didn't eat. I went in, I took that sugary thing, and I actually felt so sick. I didn't vomit because there was another lady who was there and she was vomiting, but I actually could just feel that, like, I had a headache, I felt weak, I felt sick, and I knew that I failed this test, yo. Before anything, I knew I failed the test. Then I got a call the next day and they were like, yo, your numbers were insane. Like, you need to come back. As in, come tomorrow to the doctor's offices and we need to get you on insulin. We're not even going to try and get you on medication. We're not going to try and bring you down by diet. You're going straight to insulin. So that was a shock to my system. Okay. So there were a few signs, but I mean, I wouldn't know because my husband is already a tall guy. Scott is 2 meters plus. So this baby is tall. So I didn't know that this baby is tall and big. Also meant that it might be gestational diabetes. Because looking at my husband and his daughters, they are also very tall. So I thought my numbers were really high. So now I'm on insulin. And because my numbers were so weirdly high, I think that I actually might have had type 1 diabetes undiagnosed underlying, and the pregnancy might have exacerbated it, and my type 1 diabetes has come out in full force and full blown. But we can only really tell once I have this person. So I inject myself 4 times a day with insulin. I test my blood 4 times a day. Before I eat, 20 minutes before I eat, I inject myself. 2 hours after I've eaten, I test my blood to see what my sugar levels are. And because I'm pregnant, it's very strict. Guys, it's been stressful. So the gestational diabetes came about. I'm having some onion rings. Gestational diabetes came about and shocked the living bejesus out of me. Okay, I've really started to nest, like hands down. I've done everything that I feel like I need to do around the house in terms of my 3rd trimester. I'll try and add some footage of some of the stuff that I've included around the house. Like I've said, I say it quite a few times in the video when I show you some of the things I've done in the house. We are in the process of moving because we live in a penthouse, and our penthouse is not child friendly. So we're moving into a house. This is a home, into a house that's got a garden for the little human. So we have not made baby a bedroom. Baby's gonna sleep with us because when baby's a couple weeks old, we are gonna move, which is gonna be so fun. I've spent a lot of time in and out of the hospital. That again, it's like 3rd trimester, girl. First, I thought I had hypertension, preeclampsia, because my blood pressure was high, and I had a massive headache. So I went to the hospital, and thank God I went to the hospital, because that was actually one of the signs that I had really severe diabetes. Is that my headache was so bad, and I was just feeling all around sick and feeling exhausted. Like I was feeling drained. I was waking up tired. I remember needing to film and saying to Scott that I actually don't have the energy to film, and crying, saying that I don't have energy to do anything. Which was weird because I was getting full like 9 hours worth of sleep at night, but I was still waking up tired, and I thought it was pregnancy, but it actually wasn't. It was it was the diabetes rearing its really ugly head. So I've had to change my diet. Wow, that's been fun. That's why I'm eating motherfucking nuts. So there were 2 things that really happened that I feel really blessed about this 3rd trimester. Okay, the 3rd thing was that I nested a lot. The other thing is that Scott took me on a baby moon. So because of COVID, we couldn't travel, and we had planned to maybe go to Greece or go to somewhere fancy so I can put on a bikini, go to the beach, relax in the sun, but COVID said no. So we couldn't travel. But the borders did open up enough for us to go around in the UK. So Scott managed to book us into a nice little British something spa something. And I got a bit of a break, and that was really, really, really nice. You don't know what, I mean, it's not like I am a full-time 9-to-5er, but I've been indoors since March. So being out of the house and being somewhere, and not having to cook, and not having to think about meals, and not having to think about what I'm going to do next, and like not seeing the same walls, that really did help take my mind off of things. So the baby moon was really needed. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I got flowers, I got massages. Then my family tried. Then my family did a virtual baby shower, and it was organized by my sister, my best friend, and a lot of friends who were on the group. But the person who did all the decor and who made sure that I was makeup's done and everything was my husband. Scott did really well. I think I've got some footage and I'll put it in. It was such a nice experience, and it's more about as you can hear, Scott's having a whole conversation. I think I'm going to start talking louder than him to drown him out. The virtual baby shower for me was more about having friends and family and being on a call together, because I had missed so much of my friends and family during this pregnancy, and the pregnancy that we really wanted and we really tried hard for. So when I felt pregnant, I thought I kind of what's the word? I fantasized about this perfect pregnancy and going to visit my friends and family and cousins, and I'm chewing and talking in my mouth with food, so it is a talking video. If you don't like, girl, I don't know what to do for you. But it was one of those things where, you know, I had fantasized a lot about being with my friends and family and enjoying my pregnancy like a normal pregnancy. And even though my pregnancy has been fairly healthy until the end, I really craved the family bond that comes with being pregnant. And just like the small things. In the UK, pregnant women have something called, so on the tube you have a little badge that tells you baby on board, and you get to sit. I know this sounds so stupid, but you get to sit in priority seats, and I never got to do that because I was in lockdown because of COVID. Just some small experiences, you know. Who's that? Sorry. Amazon delivery. Anyway, so because I had so many times, you know, so many things that I wanted to do and I really wanted to experience and I had fantasized about. COVID really knocked my reality back, knocked me back to reality. The most important thing is a healthy baby. So I've got that in my goal, I've got that in sight. But obviously, you know, the peripherals of not having my family, not having a mom, not getting cuddles for a mom, not being able to touch my son, who I haven't seen since March. Not being able to get belly rubs from my sisters and my cousins, and you know, just being in the light of pregnancy with the people that you love. I craved that and I missed that. So having a baby shower, a virtual baby shower, and having everybody that I loved on the same call was amazing for me. And it was emotional, and it wasn't just about gifts. It was about having these women, because majority of them were women, and my son was at my baby shower for the first 20-30 minutes because it got a little bit raunchy. But having these women that I love, and there were some men on this call, just meant the world to me. So that for me was really, really important, and it was, you know, an amazing experience. So I've been hospitalized a couple times. I'm giving birth at a government hospital. I think I've had this conversation with you guys before. I've packed. I'm really, 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 really tired. Like, guys, I'm ready for this baby. Not that I think like I'm ready. So I still think I'm gonna be really nervous and like overwhelmed. But my body, she's ready, Joe. My body is, this is the furthest it's ever been, yo. Okay? Some things I just don't understand what's happening, guys. Sometimes I'm just like, is this you doing this to me right now? My hands are so swollen, I don't recognize the fingers anymore. I can't even put my rings on, okay? I can't do that. Luckily my feet haven't swollen. My nose, and thank you to all the people who keep reminding me in the comment section that my nose is so big. My nose. And you know what's funny? Some of y'all's noses look like that without being pregnant. But langi jaja kalibona. And we're all made in different shapes and sizes. Who is this now? Anyway, so I was saying, like, we're all made in different shapes and sizes. But clearly, you are used to me being, we're looking one way. And it's been an adjustment because damn, I look at myself in the mirror and I'm like, really? Who are you? You guys see the makeups. You don't see me when I wake up. Cause she are here puffy, my lips are swollen. I'm just not me. And it's been an adjustment. I think emotionally in the third trimester I reached a tap out point. I think I started to want to protect my energy more. So I found myself not being on my phone as much, not trying to communicate with people who energy is draining. Being in the moment more and protecting my space and being more aware of my thoughts, because I feel like the more I'm in my third trimester, the more I'm trying to bring about positivity and, you know, trying to get this baby to a place where when I have it, I'm in a good mental, spiritual and physical space. So I think I started to protect my body more, my mind more and my spirit more in the third trimester. I mean, I think I was doing that before, but I also started to cut a lot of other outside influences a bit more. Baby has been moving like crazy. I'm not sleeping at night. No? What's that? Sleep. I'm not sleeping at night. Rolling over is impossible. I've now learned a technique that you don't roll over like this. You actually have to roll over like this, if that makes sense. I have to roll over and make the belly go towards the bed, because if I try to roll over and push the belly up and around, it's uncomfortable. So if I go on my hands and knees and roll over, it's more comfortable. No position. I'm back to peeing 100 billion times a day. And I'm just uncomfortable, guys. I'm just uncomfortable. So that's my third trimester update. Okay, I'm done. I'm ready. Come on out. This is my very dirty. If I can just move this chair back. This is my very dirty third trimester bump. He or she is definitely, oh, let's tuck this in so you can see, living their best life in there. Okay, I did find two. So one, two. Oh, there's another one there. So it's got 3 stitch marks so far. But that is the belly of the baby. Okay. Mudim. Guys. I'm not complaining because I wanted to be pregnant and I wanted this and I wanted to be full term, but I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready. Nyabonga Jesu. Thank you for all your prayers. Thank you for all your thoughts. Thank you for all your well wishes. You guys have been absolutely incredible. I definitely think that the prayers and the kindness and the positivity and the thoughts and the messages that have come through from you guys have definitely made the world of difference for this pregnancy. I definitely believe that even the baby is trying to kick me in my Abdullah Ablangara right now. I think it's made a world of difference, and I cannot thank everybody so much. So the next video that you guys will see, I don't know when it'll be. I'm gonna take a week or two of maternity so that I can know and I can meet this person, because I'm gonna be stuck with them for the next 18 years minimum. So I don't want to fight with them. they better just get to know me real quick. Okay. You guys are thebum.com. I'm to the Fox, and I'm out. What's this? It's so nice.
Why are you smiling now?
Hi guys.
Come here, you big son. Ah, baby. The wee boy's there too. Ah, baby.
Hello.
Right, you've got to go and get your pyjamas on now.
Why?
Because it's a pyjama party.
There's so many people. I didn't know that I have so many people I know. Oh my gosh. Hi guys.
Would you like a cocktail? Sugar free and alcohol free. Well, I don't know if it's sugar free actually. Come and pick one.
I'm thinking, can you not swap everything this way? Because you don't talk it.
Maybe you just start talking, yeah. Let me tell you. Shame, man.
It's a game.
And cheers, people. There she is. Baby having a swim. Look at that face. You've got to call that a grimace, wouldn't you? Smile, baby. Like you're on a baby moon. It's good, is it?
So guys, my husband did something very special. He planned a really nice baby moon. It's a lot of effort. I got spoiled. And yeah, he is the best husband in the world.
Woo!
And he's all mine.
Did you see that? Comic gold!